Okay. Uh, I guess ain't nobody here yet, so I'ma wait for some of y'all to get here. While I'm waiting, I will be having my tea. Um, just to let y'all know what's going down this evening is I am trying to do something a little different tonight. I mean, this might be something I experiment with, try out maybe every once in a while. And it's just action figures and conversation. It don't have to be about the action figures. It don't even have to be action figure related. It could just be me, y'all, action figures, and whatever y'all want to talk about. Ray Smith, first one in the house. How you doing, brother? What's going on with you? How's life been treating you? Uh, how's your lady? If y'all still together, what's going on? Yeah, hey, we can chop that up too. Whatever y'all want to talk about or don't want to talk about. But basically what I was saying, brother Ray, before you came on, I guess I was talking to air, but now I'm not. And this ain't really about the numbers so much as it is about the energy for me. Um in my mind, I have poses that I want to see these characters or maybe some other action figures in. And I'm gonna put them in them poses, and you will only see those poses here. You feel me? So and like I said, we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. I got the shot of, I could probably angle it a little more so y'all could really like see the block, but who wants to see the block? I I see it every day when I wake up. This is an intimate of intimate spots here, just so y'all know. You oops, oopsie. Did I just get out of here? Um, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Interesting. Um, uh, this is my bedroom. You're seeing the window of my bedroom. That's the what I see when I wake up in the morning, or not if the curtain's closed. But anyway, if y'all rock with me, y'all know I did a video not too long ago. I don't know if you can see that. Bam. Oh, hang on a second. That's bloody annoying. Uh-huh. If I go, hang on. Bam. There. Uh. Did I do that right? I sure did. Okay. I did a video with these NECA dynamic figure stands. As you can see, these are not NECA figures that are in these NECA stands. It's DC Multiverse and Marvel Legends. So they'll hold a variety of figures. If you saw the video, I went in a little bit, on the weight, to try to see, how much, it could actually hold. And they can actually hold quite a bit. I don't know if it'll hold a gargoyle or anything like that. I haven't even tried that yet. Maybe two. We got time, right? Uh, I could just, but the office is right across the way. I can go and snag a Goliath or Broadway or Tylog or oh, you know what? Thanatos is sitting right there on display. So when we ready to do that, we could do that. But other than that, when y'all come in, say hey, hi, hello, how you doing? And if you don't want to say hey, hello, how you doing, that's fine too. But where you at is you right here with me. I'm D Real. This is Action Figure Tuesdays. I don't normally do this on Tuesdays. But you know what? I think it's time. we can put some pizzazz in the video, and then we can actually put me. Ooh, did I? Okay, no, I didn't mess nothing. Oh, the angle just went a little there. How about that? Y'all can see a little motor. The block. But then that takes heartwarming out. You know what? I'm about to put her in the shot in a special way. So here we go. We're gonna tag Warren Worthington out. And oh, the light's bad. Maybe if I go. Bam. How about that? That better? There. You can see him now. There. That is Sam Wilson. That's a Captain America with wings. That's cool. No shade, Anthony Mackie, but maybe a little bit of shade. Uh, I'm off switch now. Well, and you'll get to see me in the shot. How about that? So that's more fun than a barrel of monkeys, right? You can tell I'm on my bed. Right. So see, this is what I love about these figures, man. I mean, not the figures, but the stands. They they hold a lot payload wise. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it gotta be. I'm saying you got you grab them mugs with some authority, huh? You know, like I got M Bison in the window. He's watching out for me. I guess I'm the one above all in my universe, and so M Bison is my servitor. Anyways, let's get hot girl out of hers. So, what's going on in the world that y'all feel we should be discussing? You know what? I don't even know why I'm asking because I can't see you. So let's hold that. Let's put a pin in that for a second. Oh, okay. And we're going to do a little dynamic switch with the wings. And we're going to take Hawk Girl and we're going to put her in a I'm hitting something really hard kind of pose. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Uh, should be real easy to get her in there. And maybe the trick will be to balance her weight with the attack. Nah, don't be fancy. Let's just use the let's just use the stand and its weight, bearing capabilities, and maybe for the next one. Do we need to get her closer? Oh my goodness gracious, we might need to get Miss Saunders a little closer. Yeah, because she's like far away from banging down on a cat. Let's get us a grip right above the breast line. Nope. There. There. Okay. Is that better now? Okay. We good now? Everything? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. You know what happened? My phone timed out. So bear with me, y'all. I just got a new phone. I went over to the dark side, as they say. Yeah, I got the Samsung. I got the little folder joint. That goes pretty darn well with a lot of the things I got. But then I didn't think about it because I'm like, nah, I got an iPad. But now I'm just gonna, well, as long as I got internet, I can still use it. So there's that. Um, what else is going on in the world besides tariffs and distractions? Let's just, well, see, we got war here, so let's just do it like this. Um, we should never be focused on what's not really even going to be the distracting factor. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens, all the outlandish stuff to go on, and I guess we can say this amongst the guys of toys. um, a lot of people fail to understand the importance of exercising your actual constitutional rights. And I know that's a crazy place to be saying right here, but I got Captain America there, so I'm pretty sure he'll back me on this. People got a right to say I ain't with the BS. You know what I mean? And for somebody to just take complete control, I mean, if what's going on in DC right now, and shouts out to my man Delando Haywood, man, that's in DC, bro. I hope everything is going well with you and that you are safe. But I mean, the police just taking control of a city because the president said we taking control of this city because the crime's out of control. When you say the crime is out of control, I think Escape from New York. If you've ever seen that movie, Escape from New York, that's what I'm thinking. When you talking about crime just being out of control, just running rampant, like the criminals are dominating the city, and the average citizen is just 100% unsafe. I don't believe that's what's going on in DC. So there was no need to commandeer the police, but it feels more like the establishing of a stronghold. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think about it, and I say to myself, we're not really going to allow what's about to happen in the next couple of months, are we? Or is this what you think our country should be? You know, I've never understood the concept of being warlike for warlike's sake. The propaganda when we were in the military, and I guess, Mr. Smith, you can attest to this, that we were the good guys. You know what I mean? Wherever we went, whatever we done, wherever we sailed in all of our travels, we was coming there in the name of liberty and justice, freedom, and all of that. Not to flex. You know what I mean? And that's what it feels like. And it seems like that's what little men do, little misshapen, discolored men do, is say it don't matter to me. I'm gonna do what I want to do the way I want to do it. And if I get enough people around me to go, yeah, that's a perfectly good idea what you're doing, at least that's what it looks like. That's very much what it looked like. So, oh, hey, Kamoyo King in the building. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm chilling like a villain. What we doing here is it's a little format where I'm gonna just talk about what I want to talk about, or we could talk about what somebody want to talk about if it's, you know what I mean. Um, but right now, just the state of the country, man. It ain't even got nothing to do with the action figures. Every now and then, the action figures is, you know what I'm saying, just a passing thought. You know what I mean? I might switch them up again and, throw another something up in there. It depends on the time and how I feel and if this takes off the way it's supposed to take off. But anyway, um, like I was saying to Mr. Smith, everywhere we went, in the military, we were always told we were the good guys, that we were the ones coming over to make things right. We were going to be your hero, I guess, because a lot of women in other countries have shown their admiration for Americans. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I really was getting at is is the D word. Is it still bad? Is it bad to say? Is it evil or do what? I mean, is it dictatorship? Is the word that comes to mind because a lot of what's going on to me, it mirrors stuff that I saw with Castro in Cuba and Edie Amin. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was young when Edie Amin was in power, but it was so on the mouths of everyone and in the barbershops, it was like, okay, that's the information. Oh, so that's what he was doing, and that's what he was doing. And then later on you find out, yeah, that was what he was doing. So them folks in the barbershop wasn't tripping. But that's what it mirrors, that kind of behavior. People, insecure people should never have that much power. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of things you do under the guise of one thing, but it's really something else. You know what I'm saying? You the proverbial wolf in sheep's clothing is what it sounds like is happening to us. And a lot of people who didn't know there was a wolf in sheep's clothing sitting around, and now and it's like we just gonna wait and see how this pans out because he might still pull it off. You know what I'm saying? But if he doesn't pull it off, then we're gonna come and stand with you guys, at least united in purpose for this. And maybe this is a test of of the government's mettle. And if what's going on with it is any testament to its cohesion, to its faithfulness to the principles that founded it, then we ain't doing such of a great job. Well, I ain't gonna say we, because those of us who did not vote a certain way saw this coming and knew this was going to happen. There are still people who cling to the hope that, oh, it's all gonna pan out. Or there's some people that have so much cognitive dissonance going on, they don't even understand what's happening, and their minds can't. Oh no, he would never do this to us. Oh no, our government would never do this to us. Anyway, um, I I have a action figure on the way in actual action figure news. Uh, um, Bone Collector from the Valaverse universe. The either he's the muscle or the second in command of the garrison, and it's the older um Bone Collector, and because I like, Bone Collector's called the Bone Collector because he wears like a skull m- helmet. And this particular Bone Collector has it's like a skull with ram horns. You know what I mean? Well, not it's a ram skull helmet. It looks dope on the character, and he's holding a rail gun or a chain gun, rather, anti-aircraft gun. Yeah, and it's a dope looking action figure as far as action figures go. Um, but yeah, what'd you say, Kamoya? Oh, this is awesome, but we want to show that comment. uh Apathy, laziness, and cowardice. I was just talking about cowardice today with a partner of mine. And do y'all know that racist people don't even make up 10% of the population in this country? Very small percent. Very, very small percent. Unfortunately, that very small percentage has enveloped and infiltrated their way into high offices and places of prestige that we're so paranoid we think, and rightly so, we think every non-black person is out to get us. You know what I'm saying? And some of them black ones in cases. So we've developed this sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of trigger response to certain things. And we've got a right to be triggered. Why shouldn't we be? But anyway, my point was, if we talking a number like 90% and above, 90% of this country at the highest is not racist, is not bigoted. But I'll tell you what 95% of the non-black population is. And I'm going to say it, and I might hurt some feelings, but tell me where the lie is at. 95% of y'all are cowards. Because if it was 20 black people in a room and 5 of them was causing problems, and it was in the power of that other 15 to remove that 5 from the room, we would do that. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. And I'm talking about the right 20 black people. I ain't talking about, some ninjas off the street. I'm talking about my niggas. Now, why do these people who call themselves our friends, our allies, these people who say they go, this is way off action figures, ain't it? But this is the vibe. By the way, check out the vibe on Friday. Me and Theo B. All right, let's look at it like this. If you're my ally, quote unquote, and it's funny that they would use the word ally because, and this is me, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, Mr. Smith. When I think of the word ally, I think of World War II. And I think of the allies, the alliance between ourselves and England and the other countries that came to get France and all these other countries that came together to fight the Axis powers. So my definition, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, my definition of ally is somebody who will fight with me. Not just point out the injustice. Oh, you're wrong for treating these black people this way. We're not gonna stand for it. But when it come time to actually show them that you ain't gonna stand for it, because see, here's the prevailing thought. People, or the vast majority, I ain't gonna say all of them, but the vast majority of that 90% don't want to 100% commit themselves for the reason I said. What if we're wrong? And they turn out to be right. And I'm over here on this side with D folks. I'm going to get it worse than them depending on where I'm at. Right? So you either going to tolerate it or eliminate it. And what do we do when we tolerate stuff? When you tolerate, you allow it to proliferate and germinate and desiccate and decimate and disintegrate. Disintegrate. Just like the words say, to remove elements from one another. And some of us, a lot of us believe removing those elements are the answer. Maybe, maybe not. But we ain't never gonna know if we don't try something, right? Because, like I always tell y'all, I'm a solution kind of guy. Where the solution at? How we fix it? Damn, talking and complaining and bitching about it. Let's fix it. Let's get her done. Always been an action person. Tell me what action to take, and that's the action I'm gonna take. If I deem it necessary, or I ally myself with your cause. Got no problem with it. I'm a reasonable, rational person, but I can get real irrational very, very quickly. So I guess my problem with the state of things is the division. I don't like seeing things so divided. You know what I mean? I have, and I've been alive a while, and I have seen division, but I ain't never seen division in this country on the level that it exists now. We are divided in so many ways. We're divided into rich and poor. We're divided into degree bearing versus non-degree bearing. We're divided into working class versus blue collar class. You know what I'm saying? I mean white collar class, excuse me. We're divided in so many ways. We don't need to be divided by imaginary race. If we reject the concept of race, there can be no racism. Most people prefer to be referred to by their ethnicity, not their race, so-called race. Black has the distinction of being something so integrated into our lexicon, we feel ourselves unable to disintegrate ourselves from it. We are Negro. If you want to just give yourself this blanket term, not ends, Negro. There's Caucasian and then there's Mongoloid. If you have to divide people into races, that's what you need to do. Then do that. But it's only one race, right? We choose to dwell amongst our ethnicity, our nationality, our demographic. I'd rather be in the hood because I don't like being around woods. That's a song. That ain't me. That's a song that says that. So don't y'all be coloring me nothing. Kamoyo say it's the old playbook. Divide and conquer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And when it gets to the point where we are creating division amongst ourselves, their work is done. You feel me? How crazy is that? We're destroying ourselves while other people profit from it. I ain't saying nothing that ain't nobody smarter and more dynamic speaking than me has already said. But if we don't keep saying it, that's how we're gonna end up forgetting it. Because they're already trying to wipe out history. You put I don't know. You put people in cabinet positions. People are in cabinet positions that don't know nothing about their job. That alone should be a cause for alarm for the average human being. You don't know how to do that job, but it makes it bad for us because it seems like everything is designed to. And I ain't gonna say everything because I don't like to do that blanket term stuff, but it seems like the systemic fail safes in place fail to benefit certain demographics in a meaningful way, such as to put them on equitable ground as someone who has the same income, the same level of education, maybe in some cases more, and got a better record. By and large, that's the only metric that should count. But we know things like redlining have existed and still exist. So how, Sway? How you supposed to make it equitable? Huh? How? Mario say fingers pointed at everyone else but them. And that's true. And I like to stay, I guess, informed of current events because it helps you to differentiate between distractions. I mean, because there's some stuff that I'll watch and pursue and look at, and then there's other things where I'm like, because I'm starting, unless it's something really, 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 really big, I'm starting to steer away from celebrity gossip. You know, if it's beyond what's going on in a movie or a television show, I ain't really concerned about it. Yeah, what Leonardo DiCaprio does at home is his business. The fact that these mugs is getting a divorce is sad, but IDGAF, period. So mind your own. Yeah, you know what I mean? Ain't that what J.O. Felony say? Mind your own, you live long. So I'm gonna go ahead and mind my own. What we talking about, Mr. Smith? Say, I want to write a book on redlining and reservations and their similarities. Ooh. Ooh, Mr. Smith, I think you may be on to something. Are you talking like the reservations, like our Native American brothers? If so, man, there's a lot of information out there on that. There's a whole lot of information out there on that. And that's a cookie jar thing right there. You know what I mean? It's like you caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and there ain't a damn thing you can say about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, brother. That's so on point. Yes, yes, there are incredible similarities between the two. Yes. One is imposed by the government and they claim it openly, and another is imposed by the government and they try to pretend, or they did try to pretend, like that wasn't the case. Then how come don't nobody out in Beverly Hills on none of that before a certain time period? Or, before Baldwin Hills was Baldwin Hills. You know what I mean? So let's keep it a buckski. Keeps it a buckski. Oh, you say you bought some books on the subject, huh? Um, yeah, man, that sounds interesting. Yeah, you might let me know what your progress is on that, by the by. Um, are y'all ready for the angels? Ooh, angels. Well, technically, he is my angel. Um, and I'm coming in. Let's be peaceful. Oh, girl, stop screaming at people. You know what I'm saying? Didn't she with the war cry now? Don't nobody want to hear all that, girl. Calm down. Go drink some water. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Warren needs a higher up grip. That's how let him go. Put your wings in the way, baby boy. You gonna have to make do. There he is. Mm, give him that holier than thou look. Mm, the light's blinded to a heathen like you. I didn't mean that, y'all. I hope I didn't black out again. That would just make me angry, like Marvin the Martian. We can put your stuff up. He, oops. You know what? Let's flip it. Do it like I want to do it like this, baby. I want to do it like that. Sugar. That was my Keith Sweat impression. Hey, did y'all know Keith Sweat is in that movie Trouble Man with Michael J. White and his wife in there? Yeah. Things with wings. Yes, sir. That's what we're doing. Or the angel and his dark half, if you will. What was we talking about? Was we talking about what we wanted to keep talking about? Uh, yeah, let's keep talking about it. Or, we could change the subject if somebody feel like, it's something else they want to discuss. Is there a topic we want to put on the floor now? And it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday. Whatever y'all want, discuss. Matter of fact, um, for instance, um, I just saw Nobody 2. Out of theater, well, not out of theater, right? I already been out of theater, but my reaction, come on, yo. Okay, time out for what I was thinking. Um, Mike got him a baddie. Hasn't he always? Anyway, I didn't mean to sound dismissive about that. It just, yeah, if it's the same one I'm thinking of, yeah, she always been bang, 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 chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Um, but anyways, Nobody 2. Um, if I'm gonna be honest, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't better than the first one. Does that make sense? The fight scenes were more brutal in the first one, and but it was a brutality that bore a semblance of realism to it. You know what I'm saying? Especially, with a guy like, what I'm saying, Odenkirk, what I'm saying, very unlikely looking action hero, Better Call Saul, right? That's the last cat you expect to be kicking ass and taking names and you know what I'm saying, but he sells it very well. In the sequel though, wifey gets involved, which is kind of what I suspected. And old girl got sniper skills. So I don't want to spoil too much of that for y'all, but Connie Nielsen, she's always been her. I've liked Connie Nielsen since Gladiator. I've seen her in very few roles I didn't enjoy seeing her in, but I mean, for the most part, she's there for the wife, just comic. I won't call it comic relief, but she's just there for fanfare. Hmm. Okay, Kamoyo asks, you see that Texas put more seats in play by gerrymandering. Back to your movie review. I like that. I like that. Newsflash. Yeah, most definitely. And yes, I have been keeping my eye on that. I was just again, same partner I was talking to about the racism and yeah, same thing. Um, but basically in a nutshell, if you gotta go see it, I don't feel like it would be a waste. Um, but I do want to let you know it's not a better movie than the first one. And it isn't the sequel supposed to surpass the original? Terminator, Terminator 2, Matrix, Matrix Reloaded. So, and several Marvel movies that, improved with sequels. So there's that. If you're gonna go with a smile. Enjoy enjoy your time there. Eat lots of popcorn, but don't expect it to be better than the original Nobody. Okay. Um, what else did I want to? I already told y'all I ordered that bone collector. But you know what? I can look real quick because right now I am in between phones. I just switched over to the dark side, y'all. I'm in the galaxy universe. Y'all can call me Darth Devious. That's my Sith name. I enjoyed that too much. I laughed too demonically. Oh my goodness. Oh, also, man, y'all. Y'all check out my bloodletter review, man. Issue number 3. I did a review on bloodletter number 3. I think that if you check it out, you will enjoy it. If you have been following my reviews, they're getting a little more streamlined, but you know what I'm saying? Uh you getting all the meat and potatoes of the situation, or at least what I would consider to be meat and potatoes of the situation. Also, Battle Beast number 4. I have a review out on Battle Beast number 4. Should really check that out. There's some things going on with Battle Beast that I feel like parallel Conan the Barbarian. But y'all, I don't know. Y'all tell me, y'all check out the vid, you know what I mean, and see, you know, what. Uh-oh, Kamoyo got a question about sequels. What sequel do you feel surpassed the original? I named 3, didn't I? Wasn't The Matrix Reloaded better than The Matrix? Hell, The Empire Strikes Back was better than Star Wars: A New Hope. What else? Sheesh. Um, yeah, like I said, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, better than Terminator. Aliens, better than Alien. Um, Predator 2, yeah, not so much. Darth like Canis. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Something and somebody is always getting eaten in Battle Beast. I had no idea. I just thought it was like his favorite attack, but I see he eats, you know what I mean? And ain't got no problem eating. I'm gonna take a leg, I'm gonna take an arm to go. Y'all be cool. I'm telling y'all, man, Battle Beast be off the chain with it. Oh, those are the obvious ones. In recent times, oh, well, you know what? It seemed like the only people who knew how to do sequels in recent times was, dare I say, Marvel? Um, most of the original Marvel movie sequels surpassed the first outing. Let's see. Iron Man 2, better than the first one. Captain America, better than the first one. Um, Thor, in my opinion, didn't really get better until the third one. Uh, um, Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, I feel like the second one was better. So, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight was better than Batman Begins. Um, yeah, I mean, more than often than not. Um, Second Blade movie, kind of on the fence. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like in the early 2000s, it seemed like the sequel whole premise was, I'm gonna give you the same thing I gave you in the first one, but I'm gonna give you more of it. And in some cases that worked, i.e., The Matrix Reloaded. In other cases, the aforementioned. You know what I'm saying? Doing more didn't make it more better. And waiting a while doesn't do it any justice either. Look how long it took them to make a sequel to Tron. And then it was like, y'all 100% dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just disrespected Tron like that. I just, that being said, though, this Tron Ares, um, if nothing else, looked like a good actioner. Is it actionered enough to draw me to the theater to see it? I don't know. Um, I'm feeling like, and is it just me? No, I don't think it's just me. Um, it's a lot of folk. Streaming has destroyed the movie going experience. Am I right or am I wrong? Streaming has definitely messed with the streaming experience, in my opinion, because like I think I've been to the movies maybe a handful of times this year, and the times I did go to the movies, I don't even know why they bothered assigning a seat. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like 4DX where you got to be in a certain seat, but I don't see why they assign seats because there's nobody in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the movie theater like, hello, hello, hello. Nobody is going to movie theaters. And I enjoy the experience of being able to have that kind of camaraderie with perfect strangers. You know what I'm saying? It 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 was an experience, you know what I mean? By itself. So I mean, I guess it's going to become one of those things where if you want to experience a horse and carriage, an authentic horse and carriage ride, we're going to have this theme park where you can actually go and you can go to Knott's Berry Farm and you can ride on a horse-drawn carriage and it can take you down to the Habes. I don't know why my accent just went country, but that's just what I think about when I think about wagons. And anyways, that seems like that's the way the movie going experience is gonna go. Cause I can have movie level stereo sound. I ain't gonna be having water sprayed on me and my chair rocking or anything like that. But see, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's the kind of experience. I don't know. Sometimes that'd be annoying, but I don't know. It depends on what movie you go see. I don't recommend 40X unless you ready to 40X. But anyways, it just I don't know. Maybe it's just me yearning for a bygone time, because I'm that Gen X cat. You know what I mean? I yearn for arcades. You know what I mean? I'm a social person. I'm a social animal. So I want to be able to interact and, have a little bit of back and forth or, just the one little social moments or like us being in mutual agreement about something. I'm kicking your ass at this game. Or the character on the screen in the movie theater is kicking ass and we both cheering, yeah, you, I guess you could do that at home, but I guess it's the empathy because I am like a really empathic person too. So maybe it's just me. And maybe I'm the one that's demanded too much from society to try to ask them, hey, can you keep this art form alive? You know, and I'll be honest with you, man. The arts are part of history too. And there's a lot of things in the arts that are, slipping by the wayside. I mean, but shouts out to, my guys, Wayne and Shane Mitchell over at TVA Theater that keep that stage theater thing going for young people, man, giving young people them opportunities. You know what I mean? Them opportunities to be able to shine theatrically. That bolsters a kid's confidence. Wow. We talk about a lot of things when we're just random, huh? um, and I don't say that because it's what I think. I say it because of what I know. You know what I'm saying? I know how my child was and how my child is. You know what I'm saying? And she been going to TVA for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? And it brought out get brought out. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful, you could do that for her and, the place where she was and make her a whole person and somebody who, what I mean, loves to love and perform and be on stage, and which I love, by the way. Um, that's something that's needed. You know what I mean? It just is. What you talking about? What you talking about, boss? He said, I have a home theater and I still go. And that's my point, man, because we ain't going for the quadraphonic sound. We ain't going for the Dolby Digital and all of that. Because, like you said, we can have that at home. You're going for the experience. I can sit at the house and watch a movie and have a stereo system cranked and be holding some popcorn and be sitting in a comfortable seat and dim the lights and whatnot. It still ain't the movie going experience. See what I'm saying? That's a whole thing. That's an experience. And that's something that, what I'm saying? It just deserves to continue. I mean, maybe we need to alter the form that is in, but it definitely needs to continue because maybe streaming might be the reason. Nah, I ain't gonna blame that on streaming. Trash movie is just a trash movie. You can't do nothing. If your shit sucks, it just, it just sucks. Yeah, I am a firm believer in that. There is no critic that can make your movie suck. No audience that can make your movie suck. If a bunch of people think your shit sucks, it's because it sucks to them. Duh. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's just be realistic. What you say, Kamoyo? We get 6 deep and go see a movie, beat streaming all day. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you get caught in that. Oh, I'm gonna binge this because I got that real bad with like Crunchyroll, and just we'll just sit, me and my wife, and we'll just binge whole series, or at least a good season of it. And if anybody out there watches anime, anime be like at least a good 10, 12 episodes to a season. At least, maybe that Netflix stuff, but even then, that's like a good 12. Yeah, 10 to 12. You watching 10 to 12 episodes at an average of anywhere between 20 and 45 minutes long. That's a lot of sitting on that couch. Sedentary. I had to catch myself. You know what I mean? You turn and you get bored. Them cortisol levels. Get your ass off the couch. You know what I mean? You're in danger, man. Especially me now, man. It's where I sit down, man. I'm subject to not get back up. So, so I gotta try to move whatever kind of way I can. And if it means get up, going, and walking somewhere else to go sit. Hey, what? Oh, wow. What's going on? Also, the ability to pause and go do something else is a problem too. Right. Yeah, because you'll never miss it. Yeah, you'll never miss it. It's crazy, man. I don't know. What, we've been away? Yeah, I don't want to keep y'all too long, man. It been like an hour, so I feel like that's enough. I satisfied the quota. If you like this format, if you come happening along and you're watching this live recorded and you like this format, let me know and I will find a way to implement it into a monthly. And so one of the Action Figure Tuesdays would be a live. A way to do a live. I gain. Look here, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming out tonight and rocking with a brother for this little special experiment. I appreciate the Rock With Me Nation, and that's why I rocks with y'all. That's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, yo, y'all be good.